It's me, Bree McGee. Welcome to my little corner of the world. A few things before I start this video. Firstly, my last video, the lighting was very bad on it. It was quite dark, so I apologise for that. I tend to have my curtains more closed than open, and I forgot to open them. So yes, that's why that one was a little bit dark. Hopefully today's is a bit lighter. Secondly, is anyone else in hay fever land at the moment? Because I certainly am, and that's why I'm looking a little bit rough at the moment, and in the past few videos I'm really struggling with hay fever. The next thing is, if anyone's wondering why I'm always in this jumper and I always have the same thing on, it's because this is a very oversized jumper and I wear it for warmth over my normal clothes. So that's why I've always got it on, because I'm always cold. I always seem to feel cold, so I've always got the same jumper on. And I also want to show you a new purchase I've made, which is this cute little cushion with a sausage dog on it. Now, for those of you who might know me, I'm a cat person, and you might be thinking, why have you got a sausage dog pillow? Well, I will explain that in another video. But my video today is about punctuality and tardiness. When I was growing up, punctuality was drilled into me as importantly, and along with things like manners, it was a very, very important thing when I was growing up to be punctual. And it was taught to us that you always get somewhere early, and that was instilled by parents and schools and everyone who was in a position of teaching you. And so that's always stayed with me. I'm always very punctual, and I'm always early, unless I am unfortunate enough to encounter problems with public transport, which isn't very often because I always allow plenty of time. And when I think back to my early jobs several decades ago, if people were late to work, the boss would shout, "I'm going to dock your wages." And that's when we used to get a wage packet at the end of the week. And those people who were late would get money deducted each week because of their tardiness. In more recent jobs, I can confirm that this is not something that has happened. People have shown up late, sometimes half an hour late, and nothing's been said about it. And those of us who got there early and started early or on time got fed up with that because they never had to pay the time back, and it would cause divisions in the team. Because if you add up 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, it amounts to quite a lot at the end of the month. And so it doesn't seem to be as big an issue with managers and bosses these days. And so I find that quite interesting, that dichotomy from the olden days and more recent times. But regarding punctuality, when I am going to medical appointments, especially, I'm always very early. I'm always there around half an hour early. But I can guarantee that I hardly ever go in on time. I've been kept waiting for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, and in some cases over an hour. And I find that really, really well, it's stressful, for one, when you're sitting there. I have a lot of pain if I sit still for too long. So I'm usually the one who's standing up and sitting down and wandering about in the waiting room. And it's just, and the stress of actually going to an appointment, it's just not great when you kept waiting all that time. And on the other side of that, there are signs up usually in hospitals and doctors' surgeries saying, if you're more than 10 minutes late, you will not be seen. And if this happens more than twice, you'll be struck off our books. So why is it okay one way and not the other? I understand that they have patients and they take different lengths of time, but I think they could change the way that they do the booking system so that we're not all left waiting so long in waiting rooms at doctors' surgeries and hospitals. I recently had an appointment at home. A medical person was coming to my house and they were 50 minutes late. And you could say, well, maybe they had a load of patients to see before me. My appointment was 9:30 in the morning and they telephoned me about 9 o'clock to say, I'm setting off in a minute, I'll see you soon. And I prepared myself thinking, oh, they might be a bit early. They were 50 minutes late. And I was kind of standing up, sitting down, wandering about, feeling stressed because I'm not too good at having people coming to my house who I don't know. I find that very stressful. And I just don't think it was acceptable for that 50-minute lateness, tardiness window that I had to put up with. They didn't even apologise either when they got here. So to me, punctuality is very important. And tardiness is just not acceptable. What do you think? Is it important to you? Anyway, from my little corner of the world to yours, goodbye. Bye-bye.